is just fantastic. Captain's log, subdates 220314.3. We're going to be picking up the new injectors tomorrow, so until then I'm going to play on my Switch, listen to some power metal and think of new ways to cause Bork harm. If I can't think of any, I might ask my audience to put it in the comments down below. Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be covering another subject that may well or may well not be a potential Karen. How exciting, I know, smash the like. It really helps the channel. The video in question, as always, comes from TikTok, and we do have an article from the Daily Dot to accompany it. I was originally going to do one on this video. But it's 13 seconds long, so perhaps we can quickly address that now. In any form of retail, you've heard this many times before, the customer is never right. Please do not throw your beverages, do not throw whatever it is you've purchased, do not throw anything you own, do not own, at the customer service assistant, sales assistant, retail assistant, cashier, server. Please. It is bad taste. It is remarkably uncultured. You should know better. Your frustrations should not manifest into something physical. It is inappropriate. Also, if you work in retail in some manner, please do not retaliate by throwing something back. I know we can all agree it might be justified, or could well be justified, should be justified, but please don't, because chances are the person who threw it at you first is more than likely bitch-made, which means you will then undoubtedly and inevitably lose your job. I know some of us want to stand on that moral ground and say, that's fine, I'll lose my job, but think about the consequences before you act. If the employment market is open and welcome to you, then by all means retaliate in any way you deem appropriate. If it is not, it might be a good idea to refrain, and then you can hold the moral high ground. And if you see that person then come by again to your store, you can then go to your manager, because they have the camera footage, and you can have that person barred, banned, ejected, or perhaps even have law enforcement involved. So back to the video we're going to cover today. The video isn't very long, but we shall cut it up regardless because this video needs to be longer, and I won't make you suffer for long. Did I just say longer twice at the end of a sentence? My brain's a little fried. I do apologize.
Shut me up. Why don't you shut me up? I'm so tired of ignorant people like you coming in here talking bad about the workers. That's why you can't get workers.
Based on what we've seen in a lot of recent videos concerning potential Karens, some of whom were not Karens, just dicks, the gentleman in question does have a valid point. Many people don't want to work in retail if they know they're going to be treated like crap. This isn't a case of, always you're in the workforce, therefore you've got to cut your teeth somewhere. How about you treat people with respect? You're not going to get it back. You might get the fake version of it, but if anything, they're the type who's going to spit on your food. I generally make it a point if I order something to eat, I'm not going to badmouth the person who's going to either cook it or deliver it. It's like, I don't know, it's almost like you just gotta show them an olive branch. Because you're both there to suffer really, it's fast food after all. The person working there doesn't want to work there, and the person going there, well, unless they have truly balked taste buds, no one wants to eat it. It's called fast food because you want to get in and out as quick as possible. Oddly enough, that's how the body usually reacts as well.
Who wants to sit here and listen to some bitch come in here and talk shit to him? Let that man work. That man ain't causing you no problems. He's doing the best he can. It doesn't matter what I like. I can tell you don't like it. Well, too bad. Go someplace else. Go to Burger King. Have it your way at Burger King. Would you shut the fuck up?
I feel like we're missing vital context here. I know this is taking place in a McDonald's. I know, because of an article, that the gentleman in question is reprimanding the lady for insulting the workers. We don't know what led up to this interaction in the first place, so what we need is the longer video so we can get the fuller context. Yes, we're doing that, because I firmly believe in giving you all available evidence before we try and work out whether or not this is or is not a Karen. Last thing before we go to the YouTube video though, what's wrong with Burger King? Surely it's a step up from Manky D, like a marginal one, but still one. Oh, look at that. the video is not available anymore. Well, this video is going to be a lot trickier to try and work out, which means we can only use the TikTok in question to try and work out if this is or is not a Karen. That's not frustrating in the slightest now, is it?
I just said that. I said, shut the fuck up.
Would you like me to call?
I don't care who you call. I could care less.
Excuse me, can you call the police?
Ooh, now we're getting somewhere. Potentially, we're getting this arguably is a step beyond going to the manager, a straight up escalation to the extreme. I like it. I'd rather you got to the manager first, see if Ronald McDonald himself will make the appearance to intervene and perhaps diffuse the situation. So you can both get your quotations here, people. Noms, right? That's what these are? Is that what that is? If she's though willing to go straight to asking for those behind the counter to call the police, one does have to wonder what on earth caused the escalation in the first place. But we do know from the TikTok comments from the Trooper 47 that the video was removed from YouTube because the daughter of that woman got it removed. Also, if you're going to go out of your way to insult the workers, which is what we are led to believe, only for you to then go, can you, the worker that I've insulted, do me a favor and call law enforcement now, please? Do you really think they're going to help you?
You call them.
Yes, you can.
You call them. You see they're busy.
Well, then get the manager back over here.
I don't know if any of you noticed that then at the end, but this alleged Karen has in fact hit the bell. She has asked to speak to the manager, which is, let's face it, one of the identifying markers for a Karen. We've yet to make up our minds yet. There's a little more video left. We'll let that play out when we get to it. So with the presence of the manager being requested and the employees being unable to make a phone call to the police, how does the incredibly delicate alleged Karen respond? And if you're the daughter of this person and you're triggered by me doing this video, lol.
Better yet, I don't want the food.
You don't need the food.
So instead of patiently waiting for the manager to arrive, so you could resolve this issue in person with the highest authority in that establishment, the alleged Karen does actually walk off. It's not seen in that video, but it is referenced in the article that I will link in the pinned comment down below, with the alleged Karen saying, better yet, I don't want the food. The gentleman replies, you don't need the food. Many people in the comments on the TikTok believe this man should now be a protected class, an endangered species of clapbacks. He should be given free meals for his performance that day in the war against the alleged Karens. So I guess with all of that, we now need to try and work out, based on the limited information available, because unfortunately because the alleged Karen's daughter keeps getting the video yeeted off YouTube, is the alleged Karen a Karen? I would have said no, if it were not for the fact that the daughter of the alleged Karen got the YouTube video removed. That was bitch made. That was pathetic. That also deprives everyone else of the valuable evidence that would then determine whether or not she was categorized correctly. Isn't that a shame? We don't get to decide whether or not that person is a Karen or not with all information available. But isn't that also a very Karen thing to do? Have things removed so that then you only have a very small amount of information to work with. But whether or not this is a Karen or not is not up to me, it is up to all of you. So do let me know in the comments down below. Please consider smashing the like, sharing the video, and the obligatory comment of comment. It really helps the channel, and it also helps drive up the engagement, which really does help us in the long run. As a final thing, I'm going to be streaming some fishing over on Twitch later tonight. If I don't see you there, have a fantastic day, and thank you all very much for listening. Ta-ta.